All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another thrilling real-life episode of me painting minis. So, I know I probably should be working on Inferno Squad, but I'm kind of at a point where I felt a little tapped out. Hola, Sojan. How are you doing tonight? Let's hope the sound is good on your end. All right. Yeah, like I was saying, feel a little tapped out with the Inferno Squad, just due to having to magnetize quite a bit of stuff. So, good. So, yeah, I'm just, figured I would feel good about myself and get quite a bit of work done on some Scout Troopers, as you can see. Alright, good. Glad to hear it. Thanks for swinging by, Delay Capture. Always appreciate it. So, yeah, just decided to change it up a little bit. And then, yes, I will go back to the Inferno Squad. I just needed to take a quick little break from them, is all. So I was starting to feel a little stressed about them. I'll go back to them. And right now I'm just hitting some of the whites. I've hit in a bunch of the areas to darken up. Like, here's one where darken up quite a bit, and I'll lighten up the armor a little bit more. But got the whole squad here, and getting work done. Hello, Michelle. Thanks for flopping in. Maybe even moistily. Hey, Grayson. Just saying that. Alright. Raid. Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, wait, no. I'm not sponsored by them. Flippity flop.
Moist.
Yes, all of the moist. Oh boy, everybody's redeeming deep moists.
Moist.
So yeah, like I said, I am just working on some Scout Troopers because I've been getting a little tapped out on Inferno Squad, especially with magnetizing, and also my crappy freehand, because, hold on. This should be an Imperial logo on his helmet, which, turned out okay, and then that should be the Inferno Squad logo. Yes, time for some moist painting. And my paint is definitely moist. So, just kind of figured I would work on something that I could easily get some stuff done with, feel good about, and then go back to them. Plus some magnetization woes too, so I just kind of got a little done, so I needed to take a little break from them. And I figured Scout Troopers would be easy enough to do, and they're on the list anyways. So it was a good stream, Carol, from what I saw. Just, yeah, a lot of other people had to reach out to me suddenly right before my stream started. All right, see you when you get back. So what I saw, I enjoyed, but just, yeah, I had to field a few phone calls from a few other people, so nothing serious, nothing bad, but they're just like, oh, hey, are you busy? I'm like, well, I mean, I'm getting ready for my stream, so I mean, yes and no, and then the phone rings, so. And again, it was a good conversation with them, so. productive enough. Productive enough. I may need to turn up one of my other fans because I am getting moist because it's kind of just warm enough in here right now. So yeah, it's probably just going to be a lot of white painting tonight, and we'll just see how far we get. Yep. And just out of curiosity, like, Carol or, Michelle, any of you guys going to back the, Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy? Someone just asked which hotel in Gen Con I am. At the home hotel. Yeah. Sure, a few people were wondering if you were going to be there or not, Grayson. Yeah, the Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy, they have their Kickstarter going for their own line of paints. And I want to back them, but it's also kind of like, do I need the paints? No. Do I want the paints? Yes. Also, it's kind of supporting an artist that I really have enjoyed a lot of his work, and he's helped me out, aside from Michael, with a lot of things in the past. So part of me is just like, well, maybe I still should just... Alright. I'm not saying don't do it. It is a pretty good deal. Yes, so many thin layers. And yeah, I love their mascot is now a knight called Sir Coates. And it's like spelled C-O-A-T-E-S. Coates, yeah, like that. So maybe I still will back it, because I have enjoyed his YouTube channel. Especially him showing like some of his first miniatures and going back and looking at them. Welcome back, Michelle. As you can see, I'm still painting white, and probably will be most of the stream. But yeah, and also with the Inferno Squad, a lot of them have freehand Imperial insignias on their helmets. And aside from the squad leader, I don't know if I'm going to do that, because it's not... I don't know, I just can't seem to get that right, especially at that scale. Doing a freehand of an Imperial logo on the side of a helmet. Yes, I know I won't get better if I challenge myself, but also... yeah, Michael's going to give these a pretty close once over, and so are a lot of other people, so... don't want to be judged too much off of just my shitty freehanding. Yeah, that guy that had to tourniquet his arm to stop his heartbeat so he could write the Lord's Prayer on a grain of rice. Yeah, that too. That's what I'm also thinking, is he really does just want these at tabletop quality. So I just do need to remember that. These don't need to be showcase. So otherwise, let's face it, if I had to do that for the rest of these models, it would be at least almost a year. Well, maybe a couple months if I really Yeah, put them on the table and pew pew. That's right. Alright, thank you guys. Just needed a little bit of a talk there. And yeah, Muse, I will look forward to you posting pictures of the eyes on the miniature. I could kind of see them on my screen, but I'm sure again, pictures never do miniatures justice anyways, but I'm sure the picture will be better than it was on the screen. Yes, indeed, Grayson, we are our own worst critics. Managed to get the teeth in there on it. Okay. Oh, and then I had another stroke of genius for the Overgord. Saw someone posted this on the Reaper page, and they did the teeth like candy corn. Expressive eyes and faces class seems to be paying off. Yeah, it does so far for you, so glad you were able to go. So yeah, instead of making them, I was going to make them look like pumpkin seeds, but I saw someone else did them as candy corn. So maybe I'll do them as candy corn, since candy corn itself is just evil. Like the Overgord. Great minds think alike, Michelle. And like my one buddy, he forgets every damn year. Like, oh look, candy corn. Takes a bite and just, damn it. But again, like we said, that's his troll magic backfiring. Yeah, they just keep trying to sell the same bags. Was the one in the ReaperCon contest painted like that? Maybe. I guess it's evil. I can't. I mean, granted, I shouldn't be slagging on people for eating what they like. I mean, I eat Starburst, and that's just flavored wax. Corn that tastes like candy. That tastes nothing like corn. Oh, wow. Hey, you're early. Crawls into the workshop with coffee, sees Gareth streaming, put a big smile on my face. All right. and we're discussing the cons, well, mostly the cons of candy corn so far. Because I brought it up because I will probably be painting the Overgord's teeth like candy corn. And I'm working on the Scout Troopers because I needed to take a quick little break from Inferno Squad because after magnetizing a bunch of the other hands, I just had to go, F it, I'm walking away for just a minute. I need a break from them. So I figured Scout Troopers would be an easy paint tonight. Because, Michael, I just assumed you wanted them to look exactly like they did in Return of the Jedi, correct? Just white and black. Which makes no sense for scouts. Okay, definitely. You send me pink troopers, I would never speak to you again. Yeah, the rebels needed to see them easier to shoot. Yeah, and if only they were scouting on snow planets. This would actually be a fairly decent snow camouflage. Or at least better than a forest world. Well, now I feel like I need to paint one pink. Just one, as a joke. I'm glad Sojin had the same idea at the same time. If he could put gift number 1 in chat right now, I would totally have gift number 1 right now. Only 18 minutes into my stream. I did a Pinkie Pie Space Marine once. Looked good. Well, I'll say Michael likes some kind of pink, but not all kinds of pink. And I'll just leave it at that. You know what, Sojan? If you get the Stormtrooper expansion, I'll do it, and won't even do it on stream, so that way Michael's just on guard when he opens up his Christmas box. I would happily paint another 4 troopers as a joke, because you know I'll commit to the bit with painting a miniature. Because some backstory there, in our Curse of Strahd game, it says one of the side effects is spells work a little different. So like when the Paladin summons his mount, it's a skeletal mount. And like Spectral Hand is a skeletal Spectral Hand, stuff like that. So our Paladin was incredibly vain. And paint a gold one, just first gold paint on your palette and dip it in. Yeah. Our Paladin was incredibly vain and said, no, that doesn't happen. So, you know what? I think... Where's the miniature? I think I... Do I see it over there? Let me look. Anyways, our Paladin was incredibly vain, and I even went to the trouble of painting up a, there's even a skeletal rider on a horse miniature that I went to the trouble of painting up, showed everyone else in the group aside from the Paladin, and then when he cast Fine Steed, I say, okay, here you go, and put that miniature, this fully painted skeletal spectral miniature, on the table, just to crush his spirits a little bit. Whoa, a Legion-sized Jabba the Hutt? Awesome! Yeah, and then he tried to say, well, you guys wouldn't commit to the bit on that, and I just kind of went, dude, I painted a mini, a full medium-sized horse miniature, as a joke. So don't think I won't commit to the bit on something like that. And I think that was one of my weekly goblin paints, too, that I'm just like, okay, this is a joke miniature, but I'll just do it in a week. Gift number one, out of pride or out of shame, though, Michael? Because I gotta say, I was certainly proud of it. It was a skeletal griffin, yeah, because he wanted a griffin to ride, so, but I just had to do a skeletal horse. I don't think I could find a skeletal griffin mini on such short notice. And then Sojan and the Druid, the bane of all my existence in any combat situation. I thought we found one. Did we find... I don't remember us finding one. Yeah. Sojan and his murder hobo gnome ranger that was just a chainsaw with legs. And then our Circle of the Moon druid. Like, there were... It was... what? Were you guys, like, levels? Because that took you guys to level 10. I think you guys were level 6, and I was already having to heavily modify encounters for you guys. But granted, I gave you guys some pretty kick-ass stat rolls, just to keep everybody level. Because I also did that because one of our players, the wizard, mainly... Give no one pop up on my stream with a button and click whenever somebody deserves it. Yeah. I gave the party the lightsaber because the book said I had to give you guys the lightsaber, and you just happened to have it. Yeah, they found the Dawnblade barely, well, early enough on in the story. You'd never be able to see the screen. Yeah, it would just be up all the damn time.
Hey, phrasing!
Oh. Good one, babe. Good one. See, there's a reason I kept phrasing there. Yeah, I actually just kind of, yeah, I gave them really high stats because the guy who plays our wizard has notoriously shit luck when it comes to rolling dice. So I just kind of figured I'd give everyone the same stats and they can just assign them as they see fit for their character. And also, he's the reason why I have my critical damage rule like I do. If anybody wants to know what that is, I'll go more into it, but if you're curious, if not, I'll just leave it there. Oh, well, it's basically what we do, Grayson, in your D&D games, where if you get a critical hit, because normally it just says you do ×2 damage. Well, again, this guy, on a critical hit, would almost guaranteed every time roll 1s. So, oh, look, I got a critical hit, and it does 2 damage, or 4 damage, or something like that. So the way I always would do it is, like, you know, let's say you're hitting with a longsword and it does a d8 of damage. I would say, okay, roll a dice and then add the max dice roll to that as well. So he would roll a d8, add 8, then plus whatever modifiers. So at least it was doing bare minimum max damage plus a little extra. Because, come on, it's a critical hit. It needs to do some good damage. Yeah, that way the strike is epic-ish at best. Oh yeah, Michael, here I'll show you some progress that I made on the Inferno squad. Though, if you tell me to redo something, go ahead. I tried to get the Inferno squad logo on the helmet, and then a very crappy version of the Empire logo there. Which I will say before you even say anything else, the stencils that you sent me are too big for this helmet. Otherwise, this would have been perfect for that, but they're too big for the helmet. Yeah, Sojan. And then people like you get a hold of that critical rule. At least I knew with you, I just had to throw tar pits at you. And that's what kept you busy. or just have the paladin cast haste on you and then make the paladin fail his well, alright, freehand is not my strong suit. I will admit that. So if you want me to change something, please tell me. And at least I'm not going to try and oversell myself. I'll call a spade, at least how I think it's a spade. So if you want me to try and fix it, I'll try and fix it. I'll try and send pictures too, just to kind of do it some justice, but yeah, spade-ish. Yeah. But hey, at least it's progress. And I've got like this stuff all glued together for that, and then for that all glued together. And then need to do a little bit more gluing for one other guy, and then I can get the last 3 members of Inferno Squad primed and painted. Yeah, there's a lot of ways where I can improve my craft, but that is definitely one of them. Yeah, shame the transfers are too large. That sucks. It would have been fab. No offense, but your free hand, but it would have been better just to put the whole area as black, not even a Alright, I'll just paint him black. And no offense taken at all. For something that small, I don't have the control for it yet. And I will say yet, because I will try to practice on my freehand. It's just something that I haven't worked with a lot because I'm really nervous to do. So, yeah, I will paint them black, and no offense taken. This is why I'm happy you're on the stream. So that way I'm painting it how you would want it. To the best of my abilities. Yeah, those transfers are going to be perfect for vehicles. If I do any more vehicles for you. But, yeah, for the troopers, even the smallest ones were way too big. They do. I am really pleased with like the detail on a lot of their miniatures. They have been overall a very good experience to paint. And you know, I just said the same exact thing to you in a private message, Michael, as I would over the stream about that. Many things in miniature painting can make the mini look better. To leave them without eyes, for example, if you have minis with the most tiny eyes, instead of ruining the mini with manga googly eyes, you can get away with just an ink wash. Never feel like you can paint to a certain one. Yeah. And that's where it's nice on these guys that they have just the visor, so I can just paint it black and call it good. This guy has like a backpack or like an explosives bag that he's carrying with him, so that's what some of this is, and that's why I'm leaving like a stripe not painted so far. The man gonna need to call it. Swear I'll not fall asleep on Monday sometime very soon. Nah, I get it, man. I know I stream kind of late here and early for other places, so I'm happy with who I get to watch me stream. So thank you for stopping by. Of course, and try to on your YouTube. Yeah, I'll try and you'll try and catch up on YouTube. I get it. Plus, it's just good storage for all my other streams. Oh! Why is it doing this? I guess yeah. Hopefully it wasn't gone for too long. Yeah, there's like an update on my camera streaming software and on the phone that I'm using as a camera, that now for some reason it's just kind of being dumb. Because it's tech and tech hates people. Yeah. Yeah, like Sojan said, though. Gremlins. Yeah. Used to be a tradition, actually, at my grandparents' house to always kind of watch that at Christmas time. Oh, yeah. If there's any other topic you guys want me to talk about for a little bit, feel free to speak up. And at least I'm wearing a Star Wars tank top tonight, too. My only Star Wars tank top, so I need to kind of remedy that. Ask you 1,000 questions when we stream together. Alright. And we'll see just how good my hard drive brain does to answer your questions. But yeah, I will need to at least prime that Cyclops and get him ready to go. I have him mostly assembled, and at least gap filled what I needed to gap fill on a few things. Wasn't terrible. Now, are you putting yours on a big base or not, or should I just damn the torpedoes and full speed ahead and do whatever I want to do on this, just so people can see how different we'll paint? Okay, yeah, I won't go near as nuts, but I might put them on at least a bigger base and do something with it. And that's where we'll start to differ already. Base will be made up off screen, so when we paint together, I should be at the finished prime state. Alright, I figured as much. So it wouldn't be a good paint together if you were building a base and I'm painting the miniature. yes, we'll definitely have to figure out what day we want to paint together and then make it happen. She gurs at me whenever I stare at the camera while I shake my paints. Yeah. I just kind of made that my thing after, like, the... What was it? Like, the third or fourth... Probably, like, this... Actually, more like the second stream, I think. Just kind of jokingly said, I just need to stare at the camera when I'm shaking my paints. Oh, yes, I know she has a good imagination. And so does Delay Capture. She kind of likes it when I stare into the screen like that, too, I bet. So, Jan, not so much. But we've stared dead at each other like that, doing serious things, so it's really no different. We've stared at each other insanely intensely and then just punched each other. Because we did martial arts together. Not because we're assholes. Well, alright, we're kind of assholes, but we're not that big assholes. Yeah. What do they say? Our hijinks are plucky and fun, whereas Farva's are just kind of tragic and stupid. So, yeah, we're the plucky and fun kind of a-holes. Oh, God. Super Troopers. And Super Troopers 2 was so fun. Especially the female Viagra supplement called Flova Scotia. Hey, you gotta get a rise one way or another, Michael. uh... Oh, God, yeah. Just that movie was fun. And especially the Mounties, too. Yep, would you look at that morning? Nihoi! Gives a whole new meaning to the sign, rise and shine and take on that morning glory. One might say it's easy to get up in the morning, but not out of bed. And actually, the white I'm using tonight, too, is this Game Effects Rotten White. And it's actually really close to, like, Korax White from Games Workshop, but it's not a chalky, chunky POS paint like most of the whites are from Games Workshop. And so I lose everybody at Stiff Crowd and Rise and Shine Morning Glory. Cat normally jumps off the wardrobe on the Morning Glory every day to wake me up for food. Sneaky effing cat. She knows how to wake me. Yeah, well. One way or another, the pussy's gonna wake you up, Michael. Yep. There we go. Michelle and I having the same dirty brain. Wish I never brought... Whoa, okay. Oh, yeah, indeed. Okay. So we got Michael in the golden banana hammock, and then Claire prowling around in a cat suit. Giggity, giggity. Wow. This is like USA Up All Night kind of stuff. Yep. Would this make my stream the fluffer for your stream? Then, even though it's what is it gonna be? Like almost 12 hours out? No, not 12 hours. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, math. Well, because I was thinking, well, it'll be around 8 or 9 his time. So it's, yeah. Time zone math is stupid. I hate time zone math. So I'll just let Michael say how many hours his stream is, because can't talk painting. You keep asking me things to talk about. I'll keep talking that way. Don't look at me with that tone of voice either. Still cannot believe one of the goblins sent me a golden banana hammock. It's well over 12 hours, more like 16 till his stream. Yeah, that makes sense. You know how terrible we all are. In fact, that's why he does it. Plus, let's face it, Michelle's in here. That's going to bring out, it'll bring out the horniest in the goblins. Because she just has that effect. Tried it and my old man testicles just flopped out one side, looked like a golden elephant. Seriously need to figure out when I can do a late night stream. Well, I mean, we could do a reverse Goblin double feature if you really wanted to, Muse. Just, I'd still start at 9:30. And then I could finally raid somebody. So let's face it, I don't think there's much going on in the creative verse once I'm logging off. Right now it is almost 10:30 p.m. Yeah, 11:30 where Muse is at, 10:30 where I'm at. And then I think where Michelle's at, is it 9:30 there? No, not late at all. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were the same as Muse or different for time zones. Well, no, it's... yeah, it's 4 in the morning there, and with Michael's weird sleep patterns, and with cats being cats, it's not that early. Usually, I'm up at 5, if not 5:30. And I know Sojan's about the same as me, getting up stupid early, but we stay up way too late than we should. Right? Because what time does your alarm usually go off, Sojan? It's entirely possible I could do a Friday night stream. It's just that so little time for a Saturday stream. Yeah, but at least then you could take a nap too, I think. If you still take naps. Yeah, for me, give me about 4.5 to 5 hours of sleep. That's about what I need. Oh, I bet it is the best. Oh, yeah. God, those days, yeah. Because we'd be on a Pacific time server. And we'd be up until, yeah, about 2... I think the latest one night was 3:30 in the morning. And we're like, dude, we need to be up at 5 or 6 in the morning to get up to go to work. Like, well, it's really only this time. We're like, no, it's this time. Oh, you used to do raids in WoW too, Michael? What faction were you? Please tell us the good one. Oh yeah, and then when we would play D&D at Sojan's house. Actually, like, there were some nights we would leave with just him asleep in one of the chairs. We'd kind of clean up, and then we'd go, and Sojan would just be passed out. I'd sleep during a raid boss, kill, and still didn't near top damage. Yeah, I had the rotation down too, and I was tanking. So most of the fights towards the end there were pretty auto. Yeah, I always wanted to get the Headless Horseman's mount, but I don't think I ever did. Elusive bastard. And the few holiday mounts I get. Oh, but Muse, my first flying mount was the blue Proto Drake, and that was the only time I saw it. And I just, on a whim, because I almost wasn't gonna roll for it. This was when they started rolling for loot, and I rolled for it and got it. Yep, and it was all with buddies, obviously. And so it was cool because I had my Tauren, so he was bigger because they upscaled mounts for Taurens since they were so big. So all of my mounts were bigger and cooler. Got the Red Drake and the one that came with scratch cards that came with the WoW board game. Nice. Yeah, I know you and our buddy Tyler almost both got the Time Lost Proto Drake like at least twice. Yeah. Back in the heyday of Wrath of the Lich King. Complete set of WoW miniatures from the board game. Nice. Okay, and I see we've hit an hour, and I'm almost done with this Stormtrooper. I haven't gotten to the arms yet, and I probably won't tonight at this rate. It's a huge collection, Michael. Huge. Bigly. There's just so many minis in this collection. There's just nothing quite like it. So big. So massive. It's a very big mini collection. Gonna need lots of paints to paint it. Only the best paints. Well, it helps when they're pre-painted by the best. So that way you don't have to do it. Would make a nice video showing them all off. Yeah. Okay. And obviously I will go back and hit all of these again with the second coat. Because it covers decent, but it's not like perfect either. Yep. See a few spots. Just touch up now. So. But yeah, I'll call it here for a night. And yes, I'll go and just paint over those areas with black. And I stopped playing after the Garrisons update. I forget which one that one was. Yeah, like I quit around Cataclysm. Like we did all Wrath of the Lich King. Okay. Yep. So I quit way before you did. At least I still knew what some of the expansion names were. Sorry. Okay. But, yeah, I will probably call it here for the night. If anybody has any other questions, comments, quick debates, whatnot, yeah, I'll happily field some questions quick. Otherwise, I will probably call it a night and just kind of chill the F out for a while. Yep, good night, good morning, wherever you happen to be. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Always makes it fun having everybody here. So, yeah, I guess at this rate, I will catch all of you on Discord or in real life. And for streaming again, catch you all on Monday. And just remember to keep on painting.